Dear students, welcome to this new session on the frequency response of op-amps. So in the earlier sessions we talked about the compensating op-amps and non-compensated op-amps along with the high frequency equivalent circuit of op-amp. Today we will be talking of open loop gain as a function of frequency and the closed loop frequency response of the op-amp. So let us now obtain the expression for the gain as a function of frequency. We have to use the voltage divider rule to calculate the output voltage V0. So C is the capacitor on the output side and R0 is the resistance on output resistance in the high frequency model of op-amp with a single break frequency. So V0 becomes minus of JXC over R0 minus JXC into A VID, where A is the open loop gain and Vi is the differential voltage at the input side. We know minus J is 1 by J and Xc of the capacitance, that is impedance of capacitance Xc, is equal to 1 over 2 pi Fc, where F is frequency. So V0 becomes 1 over 2 pi Fc over R0 plus 1 over 2 pi Fc and whole into A VID. From that we can write V0 is equal to A VID divided by R0 plus 1 over 2 pi F R0 by C. Hence, the open loop voltage gain is AOL as a function of frequency, which will become V0 by VID, and AOL, a function of frequency F, is equal to A by 1 plus J 2 pi F R0 C. Now, where F0 is 1 by J 2 pi F R0 C, then AOL becomes A over 1 plus J into F by F0. Now where AOL is the open loop voltage gain as a function of frequency, A is the gain of op-amp at 0 Hz, F is the variable operating frequency and F0 is the breakaway frequency of the op-amp in Hz. Now the breakaway frequency F0 depends on the value of capacitor C and the output resistance R0. So F0 is fixed for an operational amplifier. Equation 1 is important because it indicates the open loop gain of op-amp as a function of frequency. Being complex in nature, the gain can be expressed in polar form as magnitude and phase. Magnitude mod of AOL as a function of frequency is equal to A over 1 plus F by F0 and whole under root. The phase angle phi F is minus tan inverse F by F0, where F is indicative that the magnitude gain and phase angle of gain are functions. Now using these two equations, we can plot the magnitude versus frequency plot and the phase angle versus frequency plot. Now before proceeding to the graphical representation, the qualitative analysis of it is presented. So at 0 Hertz, the denominator is 1 and the open loop gain is A. That is already we know. In fact, for any frequency less than F0, the gain is approximately constant and is equal to A. However, at frequencies above F0, that is the breakaway frequency, the denominator value increases, causing the gain AOL as a function of frequency to decrease. Therefore, we can see that as frequency increases, the gain continues to drop. For the phase shift, we need to see the above equation, and we can see that at 0 Hertz, the phase shift between input and output voltage is 0. In fact, we can say that the frequency below F0, the absolute value of phase is less than 45 degrees. Above F0, the absolute value of phase increases towards 90 degrees with increase in frequency. So we have to verify the validity of these equations, and with the help of Bode diagram for 741C open. So let us begin by expressing the magnitude equation in decibel. So we have to convert into logarithmic form, and we can write this as 20 log mod of AF, which will become 20 log A by under root of 1 plus F by F0 square. So because it's logarithmic, we can express the division with minus and multiplication with plus sign. So we can write this as 20 log A minus 20 log root of 1 plus F by F0 square. So we know that for 741C, F0 is equal to 5 Hertz and open loop gain A is 2 lakhs. Now if we put these values, it becomes 20 log 0.2 into 10 raised to 6 minus 20 log 1 plus F by 5 square, putting the value of F0. Now F is a variable and we can vary it from 0 to certain megahertz to get the value of AOL as a function of frequency. Now we put F is equal to 0 Hertz AOL F in decibels. We put the value of A, it becomes 106.02 minus 20 log 1 plus 0 by 5 square root. Now this becomes nearly equal to 106 dB. At 5 Hertz, which is a breakaway frequency, so this comes out to be 103 dB, or that is why this is 3 dB down or cutoff frequency, or 50% of power, or 0.707 of the amplitude. That is the reason we say it as breakaway frequency. At 50 Hertz, this becomes 86 dB. Similarly, we put the value of F as multiples of 10. So F is 500. We get 66 dB. At F is equal to 5 kilohertz, we get 46 dB. At 50 kilohertz, 26 dB. At 100 kilohertz, 20, and at 50 megahertz, almost get 0 dB. So from these gain calculations, the following observations are made. First, the open loop gain as a function of frequency is approximately constant from 0 Hz to f0. So here we can see it is almost constant up to this value f0. So this is the frequency versus gain AOL as a function of frequency, that is the open loop voltage gain in decibels, and it is rolling off by minus 20 dB per decade. For every 10 times increase in frequency, it is changing by 20 dBs. You can see very well from here. This is elaborative from this graph. It is also obvious when the input signal frequency f is equal to the breakaway frequency f0, the open loop gain is 3 dB down the value at 0 Hz. For this reason, breakaway frequency is also called 3 dB frequency, corner frequency, break frequency. The open loop gain AOL is approximately constant up to breakaway frequency f0, but thereafter it decreases 20 dB each time there is a 10-fold increase in frequency. It is said that the gain roll-off rate is 20 dB per decade. It is also called the gain roll-off rate as 6 dB per octave, where octave represents two-fold increase in frequency. This can be seen from the difference at 50 Hz and 100 Hz. The frequency is twice and the roll-off rate is minus 6 dB per octave, or you can say minus 20 dB per decade. When it is coming down, it is minus 20 dB per decade. That is the reason there is a minus over here. For every 10 times increase in frequency, it's minus 20 dB, and for every twice the frequency, it's minus 6 dB. Finally, at some specific value of input signal frequency, the open loop gain AOLF is 0. This specific frequency is called unity gain bandwidth. Other equivalent terms for it are gain bandwidth product, or closed loop bandwidth, or small signal bandwidth, and unity gain crossover frequency. The unity gain bandwidth is equal to the gain bandwidth product only if an op-amp has single break frequency before AOL is 0. This is precisely the case of op-amp 741, and the unity gain bandwidth of 741C is approximately 1 MHz, and this can be verified by the decibel gain calculations. At f is equal to 1 MHz, it becomes 0 dB, and 0 dB is same as the numerical value of gain 1, but the log of 1 is 0. For the phase characteristics, we have the formula phi f is equal to minus tan inverse f by f0. We have to put the value of f0 at phi as phi. Now putting various frequency values as already done, f is equal to 0 Hz, phi f is 0 at 5 Hz, so pi by 5 tan inverse of 1, that becomes 45 degree. So at 5 Hz, phi of f is minus 45. At f is equal to 50 hertz, this becomes 84.29. At 500 hertz, this is equal to 89.43. At 5 kilohertz, 89.94. 50 becomes minus of 89.99. At 100 hertz, minus 90. At 1 megahertz, minus 90 degree. So we can see that the phase angle versus frequency plot can be obtained, x-axis as frequency and y-axis the phase, which is varying from 0 to 90 degree. The phase shift between input and output voltage is 90 degree maximum, and the output voltage lags the input by 90 degree. So here we can see the frequency versus phase angle plot, where phase in degrees, frequency in hertz. So you can see at 0, at 5 breakaway frequency, it's 45 degree, and so on. This is the graph showing the phase angle versus frequency. So we also know that the breakaway frequency is nothing but UGB by A. So we can calculate F. This we already done, but just the repetition. Up till now, the discussion has been centered around the nature of open loop frequency response. The op-amp is generally used in closed loop configuration. We also know that AOLF is constant up to first breakaway frequency. Thus, the bandwidth of op-amp is simply the first breakaway frequency, and the maximum useful frequency of open loop op-amp is this much. This bandwidth is very small, and therefore the open loop configuration is practically very little useful. So we expect the bandwidth to be infinite so that gain is same at all frequencies. To increase the bandwidth of op-amp and make it versatile device, a negative feedback must be used. As shown earlier, the maximum bandwidth of single breakaway op-amp is equal to unity gain bandwidth, and for 741C this is 1 megahertz. This means for 741C the product of gain and frequency at any point beyond 5 megahertz on the open loop frequency curve is 1 megahertz. That is, given the voltage gain, the closed loop bandwidth can be determined using this curve. For 741C, if it is wired for a gain of 100 or 40 dB, its bandwidth will be 10 kilohertz. This bandwidth is obtained by projecting to the right on the open loop frequency curve from 40 dB and reading the frequency on the horizontal axis coordinating to the point of intersection of the curve. So this is the frequency response of UA709C for various closed loop gains. Often the manufacturer data sheet gives the frequency response for various closed loop gains. The figure above, which is 709C for various closed loop gains using recommended compensating networks. If high gain and relatively wide bandwidth are required, compensating components of curve 1 could be used. Note that the closed loop frequency response can be obtained from open loop frequency response by using the same procedure as stated in 741C. Besides using the graphical method, equation can be used to compute the closed loop bandwidth depending upon particular amplifier configurations. Till now we studied 741's graph. We can have 709C graph also. So this is the frequency response of op-amp. So next class we will be talking about certain other features of the operational amplifier and its applications.